And thank you, Coach. We are across the Hudson from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Carolina Panthers and the New York Giants. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First down, Bridgewater. It's complete to Hopkins. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion, but I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth. On fourth down, they do snap it to Bridgewater. Open man is Samuel, complete. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. Two first downs have him up to the 41 now for 1st and 10. Bridgewater. Over the middle, complete to Samuel. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it. They love it because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sidelines thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
Looking to throw again on second down. Bridgewater. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
You can't block me.
Third down, Bridgewater. And he fires one that's intercepted. Julian Love picks it. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts.
15, Lonnie. 15-line. 61, matchbox, lights, did it.
The first carry for the former Nittany Lion. This is Saquon Barkley. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
At the 42-yard line.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They'll try the right side here. Barkley. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
A first down carry for Barkley. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Throwing Jones. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. Touchdown, Giants. Evan Ingram, 38 yards. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. The tight end can kind of be that diamond in the rough secret weapon that you have, and right there they show you why.
And it's becoming less of a secret, isn't it, partner? Every game that we do nowadays, the tight end is a featured receiver, not just a blocker, as in the days of old.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They had the auspicious beginning to the season, a first drive turnover. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Melvin Ingram able to get in there and drop him behind the line. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensive with nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Now this one complete on the slant route. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 13 yards, first down, Panthers. They'll run with McCaffrey. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 9, Bridgewater, and his throw's going to be incomplete. The intended receiver there, Ian Thomas, and it's 3rd down.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Throwing is Bridgewater. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 49. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
And now we get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Set, ready, 8, read.
Check back, check back.
Hey, high 7. Big grip, big grip.
Now Jones on first down. And this one complete to Smith. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Ready, ready. 18 Gators.
Come on, QB, come on.
On 2nd down now, Barkley. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 9 yards on the play there, and it'll set him up first and goal. You said it earlier in the quarter when we saw a broken tackle then that we might see some missed tackles here early on in week 1, and that's another one right there.
Yeah, not a surprise at all. They will even out as the season extends because everyone will get used to the play speed. But right now, here in the early season, the advantage definitely goes to the offense.
That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up second and goal. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's second and goal. Now Jones. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. Rosas to add the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
Here we go.
The Panthers take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points get that 0 off the board. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another first and 10. Now it's Miller. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a second and 2.
Playing against a 3-4 front is really challenging for offensive linemen because they can do so many different things. But when you're running the football, if you can handle the nose tackle up front and then maybe a guard can slide up to the second level and block a linebacker, that's when you have success running the football.
And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
First down.
On the set. Get the come on. All day, baby. All day.
McCaffrey. And able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
On second and 7, Bridgewater toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete. Curtis Samuel, the intended target, but now it'll be third down. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. To throw, Bridgewater. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. 4th down, they're going. Bridgewater. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Robbie Anderson there to make the grab as they are now on the board here in the first half. And partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Jones going to throw again. And he's got his receiver. That's Sammy Watkins. First down for the Giants as they pick up 12. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now Saquon Barkley. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
A loss of 2 brings up 3rd and 10.
We've hit the 2-minute mark in the second quarter. 14-7. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. He'll rifle this one deep right. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A big play there. His first NFL reception goes for 6. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. Rosas good with the extra point, and it's now 21-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Panther first down.
First down, Carolina.
Come on, set. It's a throw. Come on, good dash. Go.
Another run, this time McCaffrey. So he got free of 1 tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
A 2nd down pass play. There, but it's incomplete.
Incomplete. It's 3rd down and 9 yards to go.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Now it's the backup Greer. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. It's a Panthers first down, 17 yards on the play. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. First down, Greer. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. He's going to look deep for Moore. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Julian Love picks it. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. So the first interception of his career under center, and you knew it was going to happen sooner or later.
It has to. And I know he feels like the world is just tumbling down at this moment, but there's got to be some veteran somewhere, some mentor that's going to tell him, hang in there, my man. Plenty more to come. Keep firing.
Check 15. Check 15.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he's not going to go anywhere as they get him down behind the line of scrimmage. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. On the run, it's Barkley. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
On the ready.
Check my point. You don't want none. Pick up the ball. Kill.
22 jet bomber. 22 jet bomber.
Hey, watch it.
Hey, Alpha. Hit it.
Again, it's Barkley. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on third.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
And the punt will kick out of bounds, and it'll be spotted inside the 30-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
It got his man complete. The 20. Touchdown, Carolina. Robbie Anderson, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend, as his guys are back within a single score. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here we go.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
And a nice gain of 21 yards. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Topper!
Check. 4 down. Slam.
Hey, foxtrot. Let's go.
Here's Jones, operating from the gun. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage. And
using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
From the 27, Jones. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Eli Apple. A big seam, and he might go all the way. 30. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown.
Now, that was a beautiful play. A pick 6. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
What do you mean, with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
Extra point try good by Gano. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play too.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
I'm coming after you. Hey,
They'll go to Barkley again. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And this is caught by Watkins. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 1st down for the Giants as they pick up 12.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Jones now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Now Lewis here on 1st down. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. On 2nd and 15 now, Jones.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
9 yards on the carry there, but it'll be 4th down now. Here's Riley Dixon now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. This will be fielded at the 17. That's a 43-yard punt, aided as well by a loss on the return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10.
Ready,
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was fairly easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now, look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Welcome back now here in East Rutherford. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. On the ground, McCaffrey. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll try the air now with Greer. Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Greer now, 3 out of 5 since taking over as he's given his guys a 1st down. Now it's Miller running right, and he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Bridgewater now from the 50. Looking for the out route, and he's got more. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 33. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
This is McCaffrey. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, he's looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it. So those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
And a big loss here as he's taken down.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his 1st NFL sack.
Check, check, check.
Third and long for Bridgewater. Open man is Robbie Anderson. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling.
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. It's picked up. A live ball here, remember.
We've been at enough practices, and how many times have we stood on the sidelines and a unit goes out to kick a field goal and hear the special teams coach say, make sure you protect. First thing, protect. And here they give up a block.
Yeah, especially in a tight game like this, tied 2nd half. This is what execution is so key.
They go over everything in the huddle. The last thing you're going to hear everywhere, make sure you protect. That didn't get done.
They begin with a run by Barkley. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Second and 12 at the 36-yard line.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's second and 12.
29.
Orbit.
Jones now. From the gun, he'll throw. That's complete. It's Collins. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's first and 10. Barkley on first down, running into a wall as he's stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
And this will probably be the final play before the 2-minute warning. Getting down to the good stuff, all tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They've got a second down now as they search for a score to break this tie. Throwing on second down. Jones going deep here for Watkins. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
He's coming. Check in. Squeeze, double. Mike 13. Push him back.
Smooth.
Mike 13. He's coming.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. He's going to go for it all. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Well, I guess at the very least, they got the tackle from keeping him out of the end zone.
Yeah, you're looking for that silver lining, aren't you? But guess what? Everything changes now after that big play. They've got a chance to strike.
And Barkley will try to punch it in. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Let's go now. 8 read. Hey, lock it. Ready?
Another try for Barkley. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Saquon Barkley taking it in. And the Giants have taken the lead.
Hey, that score deserves our respect, deserves our excitement. But I'm looking at the clock, and I'm thinking, there's a long way to go in this one.
Ideally, they would have liked to milk a little bit more time off. Now on the other sideline, you start to get the crew together and say, this is what we practiced a 2-minute drill for, right?
Yeah, you hope you've been in that situation before, and if you haven't, you just have the confidence, hey, let's go down there and get this thing done. But, boy, that's a big score right there to give them the advantage.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
They have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Greer now to throw. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark, really, start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
And he works free. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that'll be incomplete. The flag was down, so they took a shot, thinking it's on the defense. Let's see. Now they'll try to take advantage of that offsides call. Here's 1st and 5. He'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. Incomplete. And we're down to 8 seconds now. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. They'll look to throw. Into the hands of his receiver, Anderson. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 28. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. Greer with one final throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is incomplete. So no miracles here on the final play. And this ball game is over. So a victory here for the men in blue, the New York Giants. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come. So for the Giants, it was a hard-fought game, and they'll exit 1-0 as they win by a touchdown. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Meanwhile, for Carolina, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.